Welcome everyone, and hello I guess. We're back to another race. Sorry about the long wait. It was a very busy time, for myself. But I'm happy to be back. Yeah, let's just remind ourselves of the championship standings. You can see the top 4 drivers are from 2 teams, but instead of being Alpine and Alpha, it's Alpine and Mercedes, with Carlos Sainz being the number 1 Alfa Romeo driver. Ricciardo 6, Albon 7, Giovinazzi 8, Max Verstappen 9th, and Johan Ruvel 10th. Sergio Perez 11th, and Bottas 12th, Piastri 13th, Gasly 14th, Shortman 15th, Lawson 16th, Stroll 17th, Norris having a horrible start to the season 18th, with Schumacher and Tickton last. Alpine once again, as always, as like the last 3 years, leading the constructors' standings. Mercedes P2 with Alfa Romeo P3, Red Bull P4, Aston Martin P5, McLaren P6, 2 points ahead of Ferrari, who are 2 points ahead of Williams, with AlphaTauri 9th and Haas last. Let's get into the weekend at Canada. My qualifying favourite, I'm going to give it to Leclerc. I'm saying Leclerc is going to be on top. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, so far, it is Carlos Sainz actually. Leclerc P3. Sainz is on a really good lap so far. Good Sainz get pole position. It's looking really good for the Spaniard. Oh, he runs slightly wide. He did run slightly wide. However, just about beats Charles Leclerc to pole by 0.03 seconds. Wow. 300ths of a second. George Russell P3, Guan Yu Zhou P4, Max Verstappen P5, Antonio Giovinazzi P6, Esteban Ocon P7 with Bottas, Ricciardo P8 and 9, and Robert Shwartzman finishing off the top 10. Lando Norris, a good qualifying session from him for a good while, with Gasly and Stroll 12th and 13th, Perez 14th, Albon 15th, Piastri 16th, Lawson 17th, Ruvel 18th, with Schumacher and Tickton last and second from last. 5 lights up, and away we go here in Montreal. It's a good start for Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz now has slipped down to P2, but a long race to come. There, Sainz battling with Leclerc, but Leclerc forces Sainz off the track. Really aggressive defending from Charles Leclerc. Whilst this has all been happening, look at George Russell. He's all of a sudden up there. Alpine 1-2, when was the last time we saw that? Further back, you can see Antonio Giovinazzi on the soft tyres. He has to make those soft tyres work. Same can be said for Esteban Ocon. They both need to make the soft tyres work. Otherwise, they will be sitting ducks in maybe even a lap's time. George Russell with the lead over his teammate Charles Leclerc. Antonio Giovinazzi P3. So far his defense has been really, really good. Really impressive defending. Giovinazzi's in though. Esteban Ocon too. I think all of the soft tyre runners are boxing. Because as you can see, yeah, other drivers are following who are on the softs. Look at the Alfa Romeo, battling for 4th and 3rd. Guan Yu Zhou is going to try to go around the outside of Carlos Sainz. Can he make the mistake? No, because they're boxing now. They're boxing. There's Giovinazzi and Ocon. All of a sudden, they're the race leaders. Antonio Giovinazzi is leading the race. And fresh softs as well. Esteban Ocon though is right there. He's ready to pounce. Will he pounce now? Round the outside. Wow, look at the grip of the Mercedes. Managed just to make that stick. George Russell's also on the softs. Charles Leclerc is going on the hards, thinking more of the long game. I say long game, maybe one lap extra. Giovinazzi, a really good move on George Russell. Pity that he lost out. Now, George Russell going around the outside of Esteban Ocon, the move that Ocon did to Giovinazzi. However, Ocon and Gio are both in. Schwartzman too. All of them getting back out on the soft tyres. George Russell ran slightly wide. Leclerc is going to capitalise from this. Oh, it's close, but I think, yeah, Leclerc just managed to get that. George Russell's in. Oh, Leclerc hits the wall of champions really hard. It's going to hurt. Max Verstappen though. 2.8 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. Well, now 3.4. That's not click though for Max so far. Alfa Romeo. Last year was just a mediocre year. This year, it looks like he's not having the best of seasons. Yeah, Alpha. But you know, there's still time. There's always time. Antonio Giovinazzi gets passed by both Esteban Ocon and George Russell. He's going to try and get Esteban Ocon back, but I think he may run wide. Both of them run wide. However, Giovinazzi suffers. He suffers worse. Yeah, all of the drivers are really struggling there, the World Champions, except Charles Leclerc. He takes almost a perfect line. Esteban Ocon, Giovinazzi and Schwartzman in once again. But there's Charles Leclerc. In P2, on fresh hards. Backmarkers now are getting involved. His teammate Charles Leclerc boxes. I think one more pit stop will be needed for Charles Leclerc. George Russell's out now of the pits and has already overtaken Esteban Ocon. But Ocon's not going to give up there. He's going to try go around the outside. Wow, what a battle from Esteban Ocon and George Russell. Esteban Ocon keeps that P2 and rightfully so. Runs slightly wide, but Esteban Ocon's not one to give up easily, is he? There he is battling with George Russell. He's going to defend for his life. Russell is going to use some others. Russell runs wide. Ocon does too, but he's still ahead of George Russell. Esteban Ocon's defense has been immaculate today. However, George Russell finally gets past him and Esteban Ocon's in. Charles Leclerc is also in. This is interesting now. Verstappen follows Giovinazzi too and Schwartzman. George Russell has the lead, but I think by the time we get to lap 15, his tyres are going to be gone. There he is. Look how much he's struggling at the World of Champions, especially. Guan Yu Zhou. He will also begin to struggle with his tyres. I think right now, Charles Leclerc and Esteban Ocon are in prime positions right now. Guan Yu Zhou, though, still ahead. Fairly good defense. But this is where most of the moves have been made, and this time Leclerc goes down the inside. Russell goes wide at the World Champions, but now this is the lap which matters. Who's going to win this race? We're on the final lap now. George Russell now is about to encounter some back markers. Will he be able to do it? It's going to be close though. Charles Leclerc down the inside at the hairpin. Charles Leclerc just about manages to take the lead and potentially the win. It's not all over yet though. Oh yes it is. Charles Leclerc brings it home for yet another Grand Prix win. And another one to finish for Alpine. George Russell P2, Guan Yu Zhou P3 and Esteban Ocon P4. P5 Antonio Giovinazzi, P6 Max Verstappen, P7 Carlos Sainz, P8 Robert Schwartzman, P9 Daniel Ricciardo, P10 Lando Norris, P11 Valtteri Bottas, P12 Oscar Piastri, P13 Lance Stroll just about beating out Pierre Gasly with Alex Albon P15, Sergio Perez P16, Jehan Deruvala P17, Liam Lawson P18, Mick Schumacher P19, and Dan Ticktum P20. As you can see, sorry about that. Charles Leclerc leading the Drivers' Championship, retaining his lead and, well, becoming healthier and healthier. George Russell and Guan Yu Zhou are now on the same amount of points, with Esteban Ocon ahead of Carlos Sainz by 6. Antonio Giovinazzi on 45 with Max Verstappen 3 points back. He's on the same amount of points as Daniel Ricciardo. Alex Albon this year looks like he's going to be the number 1 driver. And McLaren with Robert Shwartzman P10, Valtteri Bottas P11, Oscar Piastri P12, Jehan Deruvala P13, a point ahead of Sergio Perez, who's 2 points ahead of Pierre Gasly. Lando Norris P16, he's gone up 2 positions from where he was earlier on today with his top 10 finish. Lance Stroll P17, Liam Lawson P18, Mick Schumacher with 3 points, and Dan Ticktum still yet to score. Constructors wise, here's how it looks. Alpine once again increasing the gap. Now 29 points. This is what separates Alpine from Mercedes. A good gap, a healthy one. With Alfa Romeo in P3. I think that's where they may finish this year. However, as I said before, long season ahead. Red Bull P5, they're 2 points behind Aston Martin, who were formerly Force Amazon India, who were formerly Racing Point. McLaren P6, 2 points ahead of the Ferrari boys. Williams, they're in P8, AlphaTauri P9, and Haas P10 with 3 points. Thank you for watching this Canadian Grand Prix with me. Be back for the American Grand Prix at COTA. Thank you and goodbye.